good afternoon. Yusuf is picking up another load of lumber. I think, particularly speaking, I think it's a particle board, maybe a plyboard of some sort, but they do require that I tarp it, and I have to send them a picture of a tarp load. So because like lately, I guess a lot of drive-in guys have jumped into flatbed, and I've seen some funny things, including chaining onions or skewering onions with chains. So even though the driver was parked at a truck stop, you know, sometimes like you don't have enough skewerment to skewer your load, so you just do whatever you can to get on the road so you can get to a truck stop. You can buy more straps or buy more chains. So what this guy did is, I guess he chained the onions and he parked at a truck stop, did his 10-hour reset, and he continued. I would have just bought 2 extra straps and put straps instead of chain. But anyways, we are waiting for that driver to get offloaded, because this load, I think it came from Mexico, and then this guy will get loaded, and then it'll be me. So here's a little bit of a lesson. This guy wants to make a U-turn. He did not know where the line was, and he is almost high centered. Well, I guess if he locks his differential, he should be okay, but I would say you should be avoiding stuff like this as much as possible, because you really don't know what you get yourself into, you know. It would have been better if he just backed up and went the other way, you know. He did not know where the line was, so let me show you what we have. They are particle boards. I think we are just under 48,000 pounds. They stacked 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and 3 in the middle, just so that it does not overload the center of my trailer. So this load needs to be tarped, so let's strap it first, put some edge protectors, because this is a the edge of the particle boards are a little sharp, so I think I need to protect my straps. Okay, step number 672 is to come over here and straighten up all the straps, make sure they're nice and straight instead of being crooked. And after that, we'll go ahead and hand tie the winches, then put the edge protectors. Shout out to my dad. He's been with me for the past 2 months. That is awesome. I don't know how someone would have the patience to deal with me, but we get along pretty well. So that's a blessing. Good morning from my roadside mansion. This is where we accommodated ourselves last night because we didn't find a truck stop within our time. Anyways, let the truck go by. The tarping job looks good, right? It makes me feel great about myself when I do a tarping job like that, but it isn't because of my skills. It's because of the shape of the load. You know, they're nice and square, so you have good opportunity to do a good job, you know, and that's how you do it. One thing I was gonna say, the way that you check your load to see if the straps are nice and tight is to go ahead and get your winch bar and see if you could tighten it any more. So if you can tighten it more, it means that it got loose on the way. But if you can't, that means you're good to go. So I just checked mine; they were all good except this one. I just had to tighten up just 1 notch, and I was okay. So we still have another, I think, 800 miles to go or something like that, or maybe less. So let's get on the road. I already did my pre-trip, washed my face and everything, so let's get on the road, ladies and gentlemen. We are about 10 miles away from the receiver. This is the location where we parked. I couldn't find anything closer here that had a free parking lot, so we had to pay 20 bucks to camp here over the night, which is okay. Tomorrow we only have like 10 miles to drive, so that should be okay. But this is a wonderful tarp job, isn't it? So my dad just went to use the bathroom, and after that I will be using the restroom. Then we will get to eat. Good morning from Live Oak, California. We have arrived here. I talked to that driver and asked him if they had an office to check in. He said no, you just check in with the forklift driver. So, and the forklift driver isn't here just yet, but he said because he comes here all the time, it's okay for me to go ahead and untarp and unstrap over here, and once they get him, I think, offloaded, they will get to me and they will offload me as well. So capiche there. So let's go ahead and untarp, unstrap, put another battery. Before I pull the tarp, I'd like to go ahead and go up top and pull it from this side and then push it that way, because sometimes when you just pull it from one side and you have a perfectly sharp edge like this, it will either A, damage the tarp, or B, which is more likely, it won't come, it will get stuck on the other side, so it will not come in the direction that you're pulling. So let's go on top. So, and then you can either have someone pull it, or you go pull it underneath there, or you can just push it like that. This is done, and this tarp we will go ahead and push it that way, because I have a toolbox that I'll have to put one tarp here, and then I have a toolbox that I'll have to put the other tarp there. So to save me a little trip, we will do that technique where we don't have to carry it that much. Just like that, we got it untarped. Now we will be working on unstrapping before we put the tarps away, because you want everything to be off the load so they can offload you. In the meantime, you could be doing other stuff. So we had to move, so they're all unstrapped, untarped, but unfortunately we have to move. But since it's just pallets, palletized wood and everything, it shouldn't have any issue.